What is going on, everyone? This is NinjaGeek here, and I've been putting my thoughts of Star Wars Battlefront off to the side for a very long time, and, well, that's just simply to reason what we're going to get into in this video right now. So I hope you do all enjoy it. These are all of my thoughts, as well as a lot of the community's thoughts on this game of Star Wars Battlefront. It is somewhat of a review, but it is more of factual evidence of why this game is a huge disappointment. And we're going to get right into that, into the start right here. So first of all, the game is made by EA and DICE. EA has been known to make, well, games with no content, we'll say. EA is a complete failure. Of course, EA, we know, made Titanfall, and if you look at Titanfall, that game has no content. That's just one example of the many games that EA makes. So, I personally never saw the reason why this game would be bad at first, because you would think it's Star Wars, so it'd be great. But then you look at the fact that this is EA, like I just said, and all they want to do is make quick cash grabs for money so they could sell more and make more money out of this deal, which is why this game is a complete fail. This is the biggest fail of this game right from the start, that EA just wants your money. They don't want to make you satisfied as a customer. I mean, most companies in general want to make money. Of course, that is their goal, but they should try satisfying the customer first before they before they ask for more DLCs. Like, maps that should be in the game should already be in the game instead of offering it as a DLC like a month after the game comes out. It's complete bullshit, and it's just a cash grab, and I personally will not stand for EA's quick fast cash and go method of doing things. It's not appropriate, and they're screwing the community of what they could be offered, but instead they're not being offered that. So I just wanted to say that at the beginning, that this game is made by EA, and it personally, in my own opinion, shouldn't be enough content to be released as a full $60 value game. I'll talk about that more next, because I want to hit on the fact that this game is only multiplayer. There is no single player campaign. Yes, there is a co-op campaign, or co-op missions, but the problem with that is that, you know, once you're done with them, you're done. They're not anything special. All you do is either fly around most of the times, you do the missions. It's nothing like a campaign mode at all, so there really is no point in playing them unless you have friends to play with that like to play the missions, and you could play them together, and yeah, you get achievements for them, but big whoop, they're nothing special. It's no replay value there, so I'm not going to be talking about those. That mode is basically non-existent. The main mode in this game is the multiplayer. The multiplayer is, first of all, let's talk about the spawning. Terrible spawns, and we are well over a month after this game coming out, and they still have not fixed the spawns, where it's like, let's say you want to spawn in as to like help out a hero if you're playing heroes versus villains, which is my favorite game mode in the game. Let's say you spawn in as that, but let's say they're taking so much damage, they shouldn't let you spawn in as that if you're going to spawn in and immediately die. It's not fair, and in general the spawning is terrible. By the time you spawn in, let's say there's like the spawn's about to flip or something like that, it'll just spawn you in a random location. You could just die the second you spawn. It's complete bullshit, and it's not fair at all. Like, I don't understand what EA was thinking with this spawn logic, but they need to have some sort of timer implementation in, where if there's enemies too close to the spawn, like if they're within 50 feet of the spawn, you should not be able to spawn there, and it should spawn you in another location. I'm not entirely sure if Battlefield does this, but I'm pretty sure it does, because I haven't been, the last time that I played Battlefield, I never got shitty spawns like that, ever. I never got, I mean, I've gotten bad spawns in Battlefield, yes, they happen, when spawning onto teammates, but just spawning in general, like in the main spawn in the game, I never had that problem in Battlefield. Here in Battlefront, I have that problem all the time. I'll spawn in and die. Terrible, shitty spawns, and it should not be. The next thing is that there is, like I said before, limited number of everything in this game. There's limited maps, which of course you're going to have to pay more DLC to get more content, limited amount of heroes, which is a big deal that we're going to talk about later on, and limited number of modes. Most of the game modes in this game are your standard shooter game modes. There's nothing special about them. You've got TDM, you've got to capture the flag, you've got a domination, you've got everything. I think they got even a free-for-all maybe. They've got the standard game modes, and of course, yeah, they have that fighter game mode where you can fly in the TIE fighters and the X-Wings. But after playing 5 minutes of that, it gives you a headache, number one, and number two, it's not really that fun at all. The only game mode that I personally think is unique and have the most fun in is this game mode you're seeing on screen right now, the Heroes vs. Villains. This is the only good game mode in the game. One game mode out of the many that they offer. This is the only good one and the only unique one, I'll say, within the game. Yeah, the team deathmatch and the whatever, those are good because they're standard game modes, but I want uniqueness. This is Star Wars. This is not Call of Duty or Battlefield. I want to feel like I'm playing Star Wars, and when I play this game mode, I feel like I'm playing Star Wars. That is why this is the unique and solely only game mode that is good in the entire game. But, of course, with DLC, they probably are going to have more game modes and better game modes. So, there you go again. EA is just looking for another quick cash grab. Just because it's Star Wars, they cannot offer a campaign and only offer the multiplayer, put a Star Wars sticker on it, and sell it for $60, which I think, in my own opinion, that this multiplayer and the stories, this game should be sold for $30, in my own opinion. I said $40 before because it's Star Wars, and that's the name of the game. Star Wars is Star Wars, so I said $40 just because of the pure content and that it's Star Wars. But EA sells this game for $60, and yeah, you could probably find reduced prices, but EA ends up selling it for $60 with no campaign, literally no content. There's no reason to level up in this multiplayer. I mean, yeah, you can get cosmetic stuff, but who cares if your Imperial Stormtrooper suit is black? I really don't. I just want to have fun playing the game. There's no reason to level up at all. Literally, there's not. So the next thing, and the final thing that I want to talk about, is the fact that they are not planning on doing any Force Awakens or any Clone Wars or any other DLC that's not related to the original trilogy. EA, why is this? Personally, in my own opinion, people may have different opinions on this, and they may feel that, for, say, Kylo Ren or Rey would not be best suited for Battlefront, but in my own opinion, why not? The movie Force Awakens was great. It was an excellent movie, so why not make them DLC? And plus, since the movie just came out, you would get so many people buying this character DLC, you could sell for like $4 a pack, and it could be Kylo Ren as a villain, Rey as a hero, and just add them into the rotation. But they don't want to do that. I don't know why. Oh, you know what? I do know why. This is why. This is my guess, okay? It's because EA is probably planning on making another Star Wars Battlefront game, and what a coincidence that it's probably going to be only multiplayer, and they're going to have the new characters from Force Awakens. It's bullshit, and they're just going to scam you with $60, and you're just going to be forced to buy it, because, of course, it is the Force Awakens, get it? Because it's the Force. They're using the Force on you to buy and waste your money, your hard-earned $60 on a game, and that is my opinion on Star Wars Battlefront. That is what they will plan to do, I guarantee it. So, in the end, as a gamer and a fan of Star Wars, this game is complete bullshit, and it is nonsense to anyone that is a Star Wars fan. It does not live up to any of the original two Star Wars Battlefront games, and EA has just made a fool of themselves. It is nonsense. Nobody, including myself, including everyone out there that is a gamer in general and a Star Wars fan, should not stand for this mockery that EA is pulling on their customers, and we should not spend any more money on Star Wars Battlefront, and I will not personally be buying another EA game until they could show that they can improve their company instead of looking for quick cash grabs. That has been the video. My voice is tired now, so hope you did all enjoy. Leave a like, leave your comments down below. If you do agree or disagree with me, that is okay. We all have our different quirks, but in the end, you know, this game could have been a potential fun game, but just because EA is the publisher and developer, they have ruined it for everyone. So sad to say, this Star Wars game could have been great. The music in it is great. It follows all the movies and everything. But just because it's EA, this particular game has failed in my own opinion. So that's it. I'm NinjaGeek. I'll see you whatever my next video happens to be. I'm out. Peace.